Chu Out.
Stubborn, maybe. But from the city to the suburbs to the sand. As the most experienced cardiac team in the tri-state area, with the nation's highest cardiac success rates, we face what others call untreatable and say, not today. Northwell, raise health.
You are invited to attend an interview for the position of assistant dresser for Her Royal Highness the Duchess of York.
Yeah, welcome to Knockin Chu Out. They're starting again late today.
Like me, Jane. You've got spirit.
She spent so much time with the royals, she started to think she wanted to.
I don't want an ordinary life! Jane, the police need to talk to you. However did it come to this?
A week from Saturday, it's our biggest night of the year with Stand and Deliver. We are live inside the Performance Center as we welcome you to NXT on the CW presented by Progressive. And as for tonight, we're all going to feel the fallout from Houston. The 713 Music Hall in Houston. Sold
Music Cow. Hi there. Hi there. Am I what? Adorable, yes.
Soul Rukaman JC Jane, who's leaving Houston Women's Champion. Triple threat JC Jane does not need to be factored into the decision to lose her title. Soul Snatcher! Oh my God, the way! And sorry on the outside. And sorry to just turn this thing around. They're fatal influence. Again, there's no disqualification. Whoa! Look at JC! Oh no, no, no! Jane slithers away again.
It's all her fault. Ain't nobody
It's a
telling
great
her.
honor that I recognize you commemorating tonight as Booker T Appreciation Night.
Thank you, guys. It's been an amazing, amazing ride, and I just want to thank you guys for making it all possible. The talent here at NXT.
Hey, yo, hey, get out there, Booker T on celebration.
Keanu Carver!
Now you got about 10 seconds to step out my way before I do something to you.
I'm at a loss for words right now because of Carver. And Jasper Troy! And Troy going right at Carver! I'm sure this now what Booker T thought was going to happen on his appreciation night. And it's now time for our main event, Steel Cage. Women's
Hey friend, how are you doing? Think AJ Lee will retain her IC title against Becky Lynch? Of course she will. Becky had her time. Let AJ have her time. You really want Becky to be champion so she could fight literally everyone she already fought?
Cemetery Drive. Tatum survives. She comes back to her home state of Texas in front of her family. And what the hell? There appears to be a little devil behind those glamorous signs of life who has set her sights on the North American title.
Thank you, brother. This gauntlet eliminator is going to be so much fun.
Yes.
Shiloh Hill.
You want to go first?
If you're first, you're last.
Hey, what the hell was that last week?
Tatum? I thought the fog got you.
You have no idea. Where's Blake?
I am sorry about what
I thought the
happened last
fog
week in
got you.
Houston. It was very disturbing,
Okay.
but I have not seen Blake. I'm sorry.
She has my title stone. I need to find her.
Wait, I might be able to help you with that too.
I love this partnership.
Briggs, I need to talk.
Crazy meets even crazier.
Mr. Stone, this needs your attention. Come with me.
Well, let the chaos begin already on NXT.
No, I want AJ to do a storyline with Roxanne Perez down the line. Yes, and she never will if Becky Lynch is gonna keep being champion. So you better hope AJ wins.
Booker, you know these two had all the emotions last week in Houston.
Let me tell you something, man. Lucy Clay, first championship winner in Texas. Oh, you gotta love it, man. Confidence was sky high. Can she keep it going? That's the question, man. What?
How long have we been doing commentary together? The microphone's got to be near your mouth.
You know what, man? My bad.
RenQCC. Nah, you don't look good with black lipstick on. Stick to red. Stick to red, JC.
This is fatal. This is JCJ. Bro, you need to get your act together, man. You need to get your act together, dog. This is rock. Wait a minute. And check out. That's the champ right there. That's the box star, JCJ. Get your act together, man. Get more face.
To make the look even better that JC Jane has on, she could use one of those little bowler hats. Or like, you know, one of those little, I forgot what they're called, but it's just like one of those black floppy hats, but it's the small kind.
Is this trio in a good mood? They're in a bad mood after last week in Houston. Why are you worried about micro? Can you worry about the
to get more bass in his voice. This is highlight. This is prime time. What's up, baby girl? That's you.
Fallon charging right in, and Ren taking control of business early on in this match. We're going to Ren Sinclair, who dethroned Fallon Henley as the women's.
It's a bad night. It was a bad night for Fallon Henley. Came in a little overconfident and slipped on a banana peel. That's all it was. It was a setback, man.
If you can be serious for a moment.
I am serious.
When was the last time there was this sort of competition in the women's division? Cover and a kick out. I mean, you think about Kelani Thea later tonight. We're going to hear from Sol Ruka as well. Everything surrounding Tatum Paxton that we already went through.
It's the feud system, man. I mean, Evolve is proving it works. It's really got NIL.
Fallon always wears the same kind of outfit. It's just that she puts cowboy print in a different color. So that's why I don't really say much about Fallon's outfit.
Everybody wants a piece of the action, man.
It's definitely Dallas cheerleader coded though.
Every Wednesday on TV, tag made Lainey Reed checks in, and is it time for Lainey to truly prove her worth? Someone who you've called the #1 draft pick.
This guy named JD from New York, he's a popular YouTuber. He keeps complaining about AJ's personality. She keeps acting childish and cheesy, and he wants her to act serious and more aggressive. Gee, sorry. I didn't know wrestlers were supposed to not have fun when they're working.
I like it. Jim McRae had that extra little shot in there. Best tag team work at his finest. I'm not going to hate him that good.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I saw that. Eli Knight and Ilya Lafer. They got it. They didn't get attacked, but You know, Ilio had a sling on him when he came here, so I knew he wasn't going to fight. So this is like, you know, the excuse they gave him so people don't know he got injured in underground match, because he got injured in an underground match, and people who saw him come in with the sling, but for TV they made it look like he got injured by someone. Kenna wins the title as Stand delivered to JC Jane. Get called with or without Fallon knowing. I don't know if you noticed, but they're slowly but surely, like, you know, losing faith in her because she's becoming too demanding. She's becoming too demanding, and also they lost their titles. How many times are they gonna lose titles that they had because they focus so much on trying to help her save her title that they barely get chances to save theirs. Oh, Elio is injured. Eli has to change partners again. No, Eli and Elio got attacked, so they won't have to do that.
Learn more at progressive.com.
Okay, your home auto.
They just attacked him for the very purpose.
Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family. Ooh, sounds like someone could use a vacation. A what? A vacation. Like taking a break from the stresses of life and work. Oh, like when I'm logging everyone's hours so I get to sit for a while. No. Oh, like when I'm making a delivery in my van and a song comes on that I like. No. So like when I take my work van to the car wash and it's all quiet in that tunnel for like 5 minutes. No, it's like when you go away and you take pictures and I don't know, I've never been on one either.
Hi there.
4 parks. One vacation that changes everything. Universal Orlando Resort.
Stop debating between razor burn and burning through another razor. Start shaving with Gillette. With 3 times more protective coatings, no refillable blade lasts longer. So even your 30th shave is still smooth and comfortable.
I'm so hungry.
Auntie? You're too late. She's been fed.
What? What? Aunties, you're too old to be fighting like this.
Oh!
New Old Spice Cosmic Quest 24/7 freshness makes me want to be Mario. He has confidence to fly through the galaxy wearing nothing but this. Thanks, Old Spice. Now I smell super.
I know the earth's pain.
Do you already have predictions for Stand and Deliver 2026, by the way? Not really, because we only have a few matches. It's not like we have a lot of matches yet.
Texas was painful.
I already said though that, like, you know, this instead of Joe Hendry finding one opponent, it's going to be all 4. It's going to be all 4. It's going to be Ethan Page, Ricky Sainz, and Tony D'Angelo all together.
I thought you mentioned being married before.
Find out why he's really here.
You're under arrest for criminal negligence.
There's more to this, and you're letting them.
Tag team match kicking us off here on NXT. Want to give you an update.
I still care about Kyrie saying they should get back together after Mania. Yeah, I mean, if Rhea Ripley doesn't get back into the tag team, like, you know, gig with her anymore.
Springboard, cover, we get a count from Sanders, and no, we did not get a 3.
That's the way that what you call it, Rhea Ripley can be against Io Sky, because it was never gonna work if she just betrayed her out of the blue. But at least, like, you know, with her trading partners, that's a valid reason for her to turn heel against Io Sky. Because, like, you know, why would you go against somebody who betrayed you instead of somebody who had your back?
So close, trying to reach out, Laney.
Silver versus Arya, the main event stand delivered. That won't be a main event, but that'll happen. That'll probably be a triple threat too, if I'm being honest.
Is Gray trying to charge up her team? Is she deserving of a women's opportunity in your two-time Hall of Fame opinion?
Tell you something, Kimber Gray, check out right now. She's been blowing up the internet, man. She's talented. She's very, very good in the middle of that square circle. And to give up a championship, she must believe in herself, Vic.
Gray coming back in, looking for that DDT with a little assist. Is it enough to keep down Henley into the cover and a kick out? You know, the one thing you keep talking about, male influence. One thing about WrenQCC is they are a duo showing you, Booker, that you can't have true friends in this business.
Wow, man. No, take nothing away from WrenQCC. Ring Sinclair, man, 2 years. They took Sinclair 2 years to get to the top of the mountain, but they can all go away. They're not for validating.
Good offense from Fatal Influence, as right now Laney Reed dropping. Net first goes Gray into the cover, and just
what was that? No, they definitely would have won right there. The referee stopped for nothing. Unless the shoulder was up and I didn't see.
Gray and Reed, and it was Gray who called her shot for JC. First stand and deliver for that women's championship. As Laney Reed going to the well once again, this time counter.
Oscar versus Kairi thing used to happen at Mania. I wish it could, but it doesn't look like they're, like, you know, I mean, sure, they're teasing a breakup for sure, but it doesn't look like it would be in time for WrestleMania.
Oh no!
Submission. Laney trying to grab her hands to break the hold. Kendall trying to fight it, trying to break the lip, looking for extension, trying to get that armbar locked in. Laney shifting her weight, shoulders down, kick out.
No quitting, Laney Reed. No quitting, Laney Reed. But I'm going to tell you right now, Kimber Gray, like I say, so...
Oh, you did it. Go ahead. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Yay. Yes, you did it. You did it. All right, you did it.
The WrenQCC have brought out the best in each other. And they've proven again here tonight. I'll take nothing away, but take away the double submission. The final wrench.
That was amazing.
And the WrenQCC stands tall.
Last week, Ren took the speed title from Fallon. Tonight, I just tapped out Laney Reed. And I stand and deliver. I'm going to take the NXT Women's Championship from you, JC. Yes, I am.
I think we could both agree it's time a new woman runs this division. And Mama, we all believe that you will have a title here one day.
Just
that
none.
Stand and Deliver will not be that day, because on that day, I am going to break JC's
Yeah,
jaw,
a lot of people still want to.
Lola Vice will finally become the first Cuban-American NXT Women's Champion.
Whoa, hold on. Ladies,
Cuban-American.
Clearly you both want and deserve another NXT Women's Championship opportunity. And I can't think of a bigger match for next week in New York City than Lola Vice versus Kendall Gray.
I'm not biased on that match, so whoever wins, it's all good.
Gonna face JC Jane at Stand Deliver! Well, we talked about the competition, Booker. You can set that in stone.
Well, that's good because honestly, Zarya and Soruka don't need to be associated with her anymore. They had too many chances, so let Lola have another chance.
Well, there is a lot on the mind.
Speaking of which, I love your hair. I'm serious, this Monster High coated. I love Soruka's hair just because she has those aquamarine locks in her hair because that's some Laguna coated.
And I call the shot.
Versus the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Two of the biggest stars for the World Heavyweight Championship.
She just needs to add pink.
You will acknowledge me. WrestleMania.
I would rather have Lola win so she can finally win something on NXT, but I won't mind if Kendall has a title run. I mean, technically she doesn't have to necessarily win because she's already a champion in AAA, so that would be. And usually, like, you know, when people hold a double champion from AAA, they're always more busy, and I guess, like, you know, they don't want to keep doing that anymore because it can only work for a certain amount of people with a certain amount of time. Why do you think they had to make Dominic give up the IC title? Because it was all too much for him, and he was getting more famous in AAA too.
While ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of bounty.
That's why they gave it to Penta, so at least
Can your paper towel do all that?
at least since Penta's popular in both brands, he could have a title.
Itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how wet dude wipes completely clears while dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to wet extra large tubers for the best clean, hands down.
At SNHU, we support you from the beginning.
Admissions called me and said, what are you looking for? I don't have ability to attend school in the morning or in the afternoon. And she said, perfect, we have that here for you. And now I'm here. I graduated with my bachelor's.
You balanced work and life as a online student. Congratulations.
Stay the course because Southern New Hampshire University just gave me that spark back to say, like, it is possible. Go to snhu.edu.
Stop debating between razor burn and burning through another razor. Start shaving with Gillette. With 3 times more protective coatings, no refillable blade lasts longer, so even your 30th shave is still smooth and comfortable.
The Colonel never wanted to give someone a meal they didn't love, so he made the $20 Build-A-Bucket. Your choice of 8-piece chicken or tenders, 4 sides, 4 biscuits. That way, if you weren't happy, he could say, don't blame me, you built it. KFC's $20 Build-A-Bucket.
There's a lot of things that we do as police officers.
We just got called out for your welfare.
Glad we got him. He was gonna cause issues tonight.
Watch Trivial Pursuit with Emmy award-winning host LeVar Burton. You did it! Trivial Pursuit. New episode Thursday, April 2nd.
The PBA Championship Sunday on the CW started with a bang. From a historic debut to a 25-year journey that ended in glory. On these lanes, anything can happen. This is the PBA, Sunday at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on the CW.
Bowling.
Hey everyone, heard this is where the action is. You're the real deal. Own it. I spent my entire life trying to prove that I'm someone worth loving.
Love you bigger than the sky. Give me a chance. Give us a chance.
I love when you can help people. Makes it worth it.
You are so close to your dream. When are you gonna fight for you?
Welcome to Scrabble.
I've had enough yoga for a while.
Thanks for playing along with us.
We're doing donuts. Get it? Please?
Do you think anyone wants us to be sneak back to the cab?
I don't think so. We are the next generation of entertainment.
Unbelievable.
Our biggest night will be live in the Show Me State. NXT Stand and Deliver comes to the factory in St. Louis, Missouri on Saturday, April 4th. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. NXT on the CW is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive offers 24/7 protection when you bundle auto, home, and motorcycle or more at Progressive.com. Soruka, wasting no time.
I like that outfit.
You know, I've been going back and forth trying to figure out what I was going to say while I was out here. Because honestly,
such a nice street grudge fashion.
I have seen and heard everything that Zarya has said on social media and told to anyone that'll listen. And clearly, she is not the Zarya that I thought that I knew. And it's not that I didn't expect that this
Asuka
would
versus
happen.
Kairi Sane. They're building Asuka using Kairi Sane for months, so the storyline is already there.
You know,
they just need Kairi to do her role to make this official.
Again,
Yeah, but it will never work. It'll never happen because Kairi hasn't even said anything. Why are you gonna help? Why would something happen if people are not gonna acknowledge how they're being treated?
And it baffles me because I trusted her, not just as a tag team.
And Asuka hasn't really wailed on her yet. She just abuses her in the back just once, and that's all.
You know, after every spear, after every single snarky comment, I always gave her the benefit of the doubt. I made sure that her name meant something. Every time anyone said Soruka, I made sure that they said Zarya too, because we were a team. That is what we were supposed to be. But you didn't want a team, did you? No, you just wanted your moment. And when you couldn't make your own moment, you decided to take me out instead. You know, all I wanted was to pull you forward. Every chance that I got, I shared it. Every opportunity that came my way, I split it because I genuinely believed that we were better together. SmackDown, Evolution, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship opportunities. John Cena's I mean, maybe that's where I went wrong. Maybe I was too naive. Maybe I was too loyal. But I genuinely, I just wanted you to shine just as much as I did. I gave you my spot at the Battle Royal. I vouched for you for the TNA Knockouts Championship match. I even let you defend and lose my NXT Women's North American Championship. And when Raw and SmackDown called and they asked for me, I made sure that you were there too, because I just knew that none of those opportunities would have been the same if you weren't there. And it's clear to me that while I was fighting for us,
at first I was on Zarya's side 100%, but she did bring up good points. I know, but in a situation like this, the heel will always think that they didn't need you for any of that. They could have done it on their own.
Because I see you, I hear you, and most importantly, I now know who you really are. So if you think that you can stand on your own, then prove it at Stand and Deliver. That's what you wanted, right, Zarya? So come on, come out and face me. Yeah, there we go.
You really don't get it, do you? All I wanted was us. But you wanted your own success more. You didn't
give me anything. And every time I stepped into this ring, I wasn't Zarya. I was Sol Ruka's partner. That moment that I speared you, F5'd you, it wasn't betrayal. That was me taking back everything that you took from me. And for the first time, I wasn't standing in your shadow.
That's a
I
feel.
was standing
That's also
over
it.
you, just like you had stood on me countless times, and now you want me to stand and deliver. That's fitting that where it all started is where it's gonna end. And look at you, standing there all mad because you got hurt, because you didn't win the NXT Women's Championship. Well, welcome to the club, sunshine. Now you know how I feel. You were never going to share anything, and I should have realized that the moment that you kicked me off at that ladder at Stand and Deliver last year. You know that you chose to go the championship over me. Do you know what that does to someone? To stand beside the person that has everything that you want. And they think that they're giving you something just by letting you be close to it.
Yes.
Right?
I hated it. I hated watching you succeed. I hated hearing your name. And I hated the fact that no matter what, I was always going to stand behind you.
All valid, so.
I know that you think that I don't care, Sol, but I do.
But.
I care.
But.
I care enough to realize that as long as you are standing, I am never going to. But shockingly enough, this isn't about you. This is about me finally choosing myself.
Yes. You go, Za.
And if breaking you is what it takes to become the thing that you never let me be, then I'll do it again and say, so what? You think I'm the villain in your story, is that right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Not intentionally, but not intentionally.
She never introduced his marriage.
All right, I get it. Yes, I get it.
She always said, my partner.
You would gaslight me, manipulate me.
Yes, that's the whole thing, gaslighting.
Just for me to give you opportunities? I earned my opportunities. And when I didn't give them to you, when I didn't give in, you threw this all away because you're too insecure to stand beside me. So I stand and deliver. No. You know what, Sol? You've got this all wrong. You're not the villain in my story. You're the mistake.
Just it. Ain't no villain, it's just a mistake.
Zaruka set for a collision course, perhaps at Stand and Deliver.
I like that. That was that felt like a drama to me.
I told you that my boots were slippery, but I thought you had them, huh? I will. See, that's what I'm talking. What do you mean by that, huh? If you got something that's heavy on your heart, you need to speak your truth. Come on, tell me. Let me let it off then. I would like to be NXT champion. Oh. Don't you feel much better, huh? Yes, I feel great. I feel lighter even.
So Josh Briggs is gonna be in that match, isn't he?
You guys are really complaining about titles? I can't even get 5 minutes with our boss.
Wow.
he's that mystery opponent in the match. So that match to see who faces Miles Bourne, it'll probably be Josh Briggs, the last guy.
I don't care which one wants the title shot. But if Ricky doesn't handle Tony D'Angelo tonight, then I am going to handle Tony D'Angelo as Stand and Deliver. There is no problem about Tony tonight because it's me that you're going to see at Stand and Deliver. Yeah, or me. Or me. Or me. How about you just focus on the vigilante tonight and allow me to focus on Joe? Oh, perfect. I got Tony D right where I need it. As long as I got my good friend.
Saints.
As long as I got my good friend.
Tonight on NXT.
That's a cool outfit. And that's classic eyeliner. I never used red eyeliner over my eyes though. I only used it as on my tips.
The alarms that didn't go off before that deadly plane and fire truck collision on a runway at LaGuardia Airport. Hear from a survivor tonight. Speakerline, how long with that promo segment between those women? It looks like it lasted like 5 minutes at most. The Undertaker's 61st birthday. Yes. Thank you.
You saw it with your own eyes. Last year, people with repos, 480 credit scores, no plan at all, walked in and drove out with a car. So why not you? Don't let another year pass. Call Credit Solutions right now. 800-599-0782. With just $68 down, even with a repo or low credit. You can drive away today. Plus, qualified buyers can get 0% APR for up to 60 months. Got a trade? We'll give you up to $3,000 and pay off your loan. Call Credit Solutions. 800-599-0782.
At Northwell's Cardiovascular Institute, we don't know the meaning of untreatable or too complex. Call us determined. Stubborn, maybe. But from the city to the suburbs to the sand. As the most experienced cardiac team in the tri-state area, with the nation's highest cardiac success rates, we face what others call untreatable and say, not today. Northwell. Raise health.
Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event with the 2025 Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Agent. Ready to see what you will find with Holmes AI?
Thanks for coming in to talk about Doug Jr.
Of course. Third grade is when I learned Liberty Mutual could save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, little snug. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Don't know Domino's $9.99 best deal ever? Just pick your crust. Maybe ham pizza.
Gluten-free crust.
Good and crispy too. Load on up to 7 toppings like
Bacon.
3 different types of cheeses. Green peppers. And get it all for under $10. Only at Domino's.
One sheet of Bounty versus one sheet of the competitive brand. Bounty's durable diamond texture is thicker and holds up better to your toughest messes, even when wet. Get more done with one. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with SafeLight, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Anywhere I want. Any way you want. It's the way you need it. Any way you want.
I can schedule a chip fix while I get my hair clipped. Yep, they can fix my glass while we fish for bass. If you want, they can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants. That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Get it fixed any way you want at SafeLight.com.
The finest luxury fragrances are now exclusively available at your local store. Unstoppable's Unlimited collection makes everything smell magnifique.
No.
Luxury laundry scent beads so you can smell unstoppable.
Saturday is all about NASCAR on the CW. Because the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is where racing's newest superstars compete with everything on the line. epic NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Saturday from Martinsville at 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 Pacific.
WWE World is returning to Las Vegas April 16th through the 20th as the ultimate WrestleMania week destination. And 2026 Hall of Fame inductee Dennis Rodman is officially joining the stacked lineup. Photo and auto opportunities will go on sale this Friday and will go fast. So be sure to get your admission tickets in advance at WWEworld.com. There's Thea Hail set for
Wow.
action with Kelani Jordan.
Thea Hail, you got streaks.
Well, is Kelani right?
You got streaks and highlights.
Tough enough that she even dropped the nice girl act.
Thea Hail, she got streaks and highlights.
Kelani's words, not mine, by the way.
All right, Thea, you're looking a little. You look like Caitlyn with red streaks and curly hair. Like no lie, you look like Caitlyn with curly hair and red streaks.
To Jordan last week, nice press, and the bigger picture are these two starting to feel the pressure of wanting to be part of Stand and Deliver, of course, streaming domestically on YouTube, internationally on Netflix, a week from this Saturday in St. Louis.
You know what I can say this? Thea Hail should be feeling a lot of pressure to actually get a spot, but I really feel like Kelani Jordan, she should be a shoe-in, man. She should be automatic just from her resume alone.
I wish you didn't wear the same outfit, though. It's a shame you had to wear the same outfit with new hair.
Kelani almost with the victory. We saw Robert Stone earlier tonight, and he made a massive announcement for next week. As Kelani controlling the matchup for a moment, because with huge implications in New York City, tickets on sale now, Ticketmaster.com. We will find out. Will it be Vice? Will it be Gray? Who is headed to Stand and Deliver? Who is headed to St. Louis to face JCG?
What a matchup. I can't wait to see that one right there. The Vice after last week's episode in the Underground. She went up there and did a hell of a job, man. She's ready.
Rob Stone also working overtime tonight, trying to replace Elio LaFleur. They were attacked earlier tonight. We think they were in medical. They're in the tag team tournament.
Dark State's on the loose again, guys. Dark State's on the loose. Oh, yeah.
Booker throwing his 2 cents into everything tonight. That's fake news. We don't know. Don't jump to conclusions, as you would say. But yes, Rob Stone right now working overtime. Still to come. That tag team tournament match to determine a #1 contender to Vanity Project in the NXT tag titles. But Thea looking for a submission right now, center of the ring. Kelani, and now that is cinched in. Can Kelani fight through?
Got it locked, but right there.
Oh.
Beautiful position right there for Kelani Jordan. I thought she was going to Rampage Jackson. And she, oh, wait a minute.
Now, you already mentioned there were similarities between these two in terms of how the locker room viewed them. And Kelani has had to overcome the locker room kicking her out. She's trying to maybe help Thea in some ways. As Thea right now again looking for that submission, and Kelani this time sidestepping.
Yeah, right there. That's what I'm talking about. The broken Kelani Jordan. A year ago, that would have never happened. Her playbook is definitely on point. I'm loving it, man.
No doubt, Kelani wants to get back in a championship contention. And there it is, one of a kind. Split-legged moonsault.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes.
There's no winner. Kelani Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan stands her ground here tonight. Thea said, I'm going to make you tap. Kelani backing up her words from a week ago. There it is. Picture perfect. That split.
Hi there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Well, yeah, we learned that Kelani really speaks her mind
She
these
is
days.
fine, too.
Does whatever she wants.
That's what it's all about, man. You cannot be messing around. You cannot be playing no jive. Just get hurt somebody.
Jada Parker.
There's Jada Parker.
Yeah, I knew that's why they didn't let her win. I love those samurai pants that you got on, Jada Parker. Those are really cool.
It's been chaos, absolute chaos all night.
Concern yourself with business that concern you, man.
Kelani Jordan was
And you straighten your hair.
with Jada Parker.
Time for tonight's NXT Spotlight, presented by Progressive.
Last week was a night for Booker T. For what he has done for this business, for superstars like me, and for the next generation. Booker T's been like a father figure to me, a mentor,
So when you decided to ruin Booker T's night, Keanu,
See you next time. Goodbye.
I had to act. For the first time in your life, someone brought the fight to you. And that's exactly what I plan on doing in the Big Apple. New York City, Madison Square Garden, the biggest city in the world. NXT's best two big men will collide. And I promise, you'll regret ever trying to ruin Booker T's night.
Last time, Shiloh, you helped me track down Izzy. Now this time I need your help tracking Blake Monroe and my title.
Yeah, I know, you already said that.
What I'm saying, Shiloh, is we need to find her now.
No, I already know where she's at.
What do you mean you know where she's at?
She posted a picture earlier, and I put it in a site that scripts the pixel data and spits out the geolocation. I made a tutorial about it. Do you not watch my videos?
I saw the raccoon one.
That's fair. Anyway, she is right here.
Wow. Well, this is great. I mean, is this kind of weird?
Weird? No. What's weird is posting your life online for everyone to see. There are creepy people out there.
You are so right. Thank you for this.
That's not cute. I gotta go win this.
There are creepy people out there. Like him. Basically scanning a picture to know a location. It's like one of those websites that they actually make you pay money for.
Well, this is the man who volunteered to go #1. It's the Gauntlet Eliminator to determine who will face Miles Moore for the North American title.
Who's ready for the best night of their lives?
The undisputed #1 live podcast in the world is coming to WrestleMania.
Tony, Triple H, have you seen these auditions?
Hey, Tony! Last year I became the most must-hear roaster of all time. It's comedy you're looking for. I don't like to brag. Gotta be a part of the show. Let me show you what I can do. Is this thing even on? A priest in a rabbi walks into a bar. I didn't really mean everything I said that night.
This is gonna be insane.
This is going to be awesome.
Kill Tony, Saturday, April 18th. Tickets on sale now.
What causes a curve? Is it Peyronie's disease or somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
One sheet of Bounty versus one sheet of the competitive brand. One sheet of Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Get more done with one. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. Get tax expertise without hidden fees. Switch to a TurboTax expert for $150. All tax situations, all returns, $150 all in. No surprises. Now this is Texas.
Imagine if Fresh Sheet Day could become Fresh Sheet Week. With Downy April Fresh, you can climb into more freshness, night after night for up to 7 days. Downy
Who is Shiloh facing? He's facing that Dion guy from Dark State and that Drake guy from Vanity Project. And a fourth guy, but it doesn't say who it is, but I think it's obvious it's Josh Briggs.
See? These dishes are still dirty.
You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yep, my go-to is Cashapp Platinum Plus. Only these action packs have double the Dom, breaking down food residue. Even on your filter. Cascade.
Watch Scrabble and Trivial Pursuit with Emmy award-winning host Mike Ferguson. A bold choice. And LeVar Burton.
Just another one. Congratulations.
Scrabble and Trivial Pursuit. New episodes Thursday, April 2nd on the CW.
There's a lot of things that we do as police officers.
We just got called out for your welfare.
Glad we got him. He was going to cause issues tonight.
PBA Championship Sunday on the CW started with a bang. From a historic debut to a 25-year journey that ended in glory. On these lanes, anything can happen. This is the PBA, Sunday at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on the CW.
Hey everyone! Heard this is where the action is.
You're the real deal. Own it.
I've spent my entire life trying to prove that I'm someone worth loving.
Love you bigger than the sky. Give me a chance.
Have I ever made popcorn the old-fashioned way with just oil and kernels? Yes, I think I did it like, my brother did it like maybe twice, but we didn't really make it good because you need one of those pots that are like one of those square pots. Like, I really forgot what they're called, but it's like one of those square round pots. Or you could use the regular round pot, but we don't have one. We don't have one in that size, so.
Do you think anyone notices if we sneak back to the cabin?
I don't think so. We are the next generation of entertainment.
That's why we did. That's why we don't use kernels anymore. But my brother did make it once with kernels, but he put it in a pot. Another way to do it is with a regular pot, like one you just boil stuff in.
Find all your holiday essentials, fresh, delicious, and always.
But it's a little harder because that spreads everywhere.
Shop right. We are here.
People in your community, perhaps your own family, have been affected by the opioid and overdose crisis. But after years of
I got one of those hot air popcorn makers from Facebook Marketplace for like $5 a few years. I use all the time. Yeah, I saw one the other day. I actually even saw one at Target the other day too for $35.
Right now, all across
but I'm
the
like,
state,
I don't even eat popcorn that much to be like having a popcorn maker.
To the high school student who saw someone overdosing and saved his life using free supplies he ordered online. Join us as we take a closer look at how the Office of Addiction Services and Supports is helping New York turn the tide and write a new story of hope. If you want to learn more right now, you can visit oasis.ny.gov or call the Hope line at 8778-HOPE-NY. Oasis is here for you every step of the way.
But if I had more popcorn, I would put some Reese's Pieces in it.
It's finally here. Live radio dial.
Presets,
Scan.
and even lyrics.
Playlist and podcast too.
And it's absolutely free.
We made it easier to discover what you love. The new and improved iHeartRadio app.
The alarms that didn't go off before that deadly plane and fire truck collision on a runway at LaGuardia Airport. Hear from a survivor tonight at 10.
This game right here, because let me tell you, this young kid right here, Jackson Trent, if all champions, this kid still got his championship, right? Yeah, right? He still got his title, right? Jackson Trent. He hasn't given it up. He's
No, he lost it to Aaron Ward.
Oh, that's right. Oh, my God, I missed out on that. But let me tell you something. This kid right here, Jackson Trent, he's a future NXT champion in the making. And I'm going to tell you right now, he can put himself in line for it tonight if he wins this gauntlet match.
Tubi, right?
No.
Be every Wednesday, 8 Eastern. I know you're on Central.
It's hard for me to keep up with everything. It's hard for me to do that. I got 5 jobs.
It's hard for Shiloh Hill to stand after Jackson Drake, who, yes, signed his NXT contract earlier this year. As we've talked about, the year of opportunity, certainly for this man and for Vanity Project, and they made the most of their opportunities. And the cover, hook in the leg, and an ear fall.
When it comes to things like that, I always get them from Facebook Marketplace. You can always find really cheap ones that somebody barely uses. Yeah, I know. I'm not against buying secondhand things, except for technology. Technology on Facebook Marketplace are always very like hit or miss for me.
It's hard to believe both their stand and deliver a week from Saturday in St. Louis. Tickets on sale now, streaming domestically on YouTube, internationally on Netflix. And remember, in this Gauntlet Eliminator, another superstar will be entering here in maybe about 90
What match
seconds.
is it? It's the Gauntlet match to see who fights Miles Bourne.
Eliminations can happen at any point. Like
Whoever
right
wins
here,
this
right
will face
now.
the next person, whether it's Dion Lennox or whoever that mystery opponent is, possibly Josh Briggs.
Another kick out. Well, we'll bring up
Yeah, it's a very good point. I don't know enough about technology to be able to tell if it's good deal or not on Marketplace. You know, it's just that, you know, people could just lie. It's just a matter of people could just lie and say it's good or it's hardly used, and then you turn it on and then find out it's broken and they basically just stole from you. Yes, of course, lawsuits, everything, but who needs all that?
Off that tilt-a-whirl slam, a little innovation into a cover, almost the first elimination of the matchup. Again, these are superstars 1 and 2. We do not know who is 3, 4, and 5 in that order. We also don't know who the 5th competitor is in this matchup, but Shiloh Hill does not care. Big elbow into the cover. First elimination. No, not the way. Look. Here we go. Who's next to join this match?
Here we go.
Oh, wait. I had it all wrong. So, yeah, they have to wait a few minutes. And then the next person comes out and whoever they pin. Okay, so I get it now. I remember now. I thought it was the gauntlet match where you have to pin somebody and then the next opponent comes out. I didn't know it was the timed one. So there's two kinds.
And you're talking about the player, all right? You're talking about the guys that put out a bid. Who you think doing it?
Huge spine buster from Dion Lennox. Is that the man who's going to be the #1 contender?
Yeah.
There are many ways to do your taxes with H&R Block. Come to the office and I'll do them. Or stay home and I'll still
Because
do
you
them.
know many laptops I saw on Facebook Marketplace that I could have bought instead that were a lot cheaper than the one that I have right here. They were like $400 or $300, and I was like, nah. I'll just save my money and just spend $800 on this. It's the only thing I'm ever gonna spend $800 on anyway. So. Because I can't see myself buying anything else worth that much money.
Start shaving with Gillette. With 3 times more protective coatings, no refillable blade lasts longer. So even your 30th shave is still smooth and comfortable.
Buy a car someday. Why would I do that
Vacation that changes
when we already have one?
Universal Orlando Resort.
It's not mine, but it's our family car.
With Dawn Power Wash, he can fly through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Oh my Gratian, look at him go!
Yeah, Dawn Power Wash is unique. It absorbs grease with 3 cleaning boosters, removing it 5 times faster.
Ooh, for beak's sake, that was fast.
And Power Wash can replace multiple cleaning products.
Woo, fumble recovery!
Those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
Any pizza with any toppings for
I'm
just
not super
$9.99.
familiar with Long Island. Can you take the subway anywhere you need to go, or you need a car? Yeah.
Through traffic, 360 double clutch reverse.
If I was in my old town district, yes, we could take the train to go anywhere we want. But as for here, our train station, we would have to take like maybe 3 trips just to get to my old town district again.
Thanks for coming in to talk about
And we would have to take 4 trips to go to New York City. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt to have to use the train here.
Only pay for what you need.
You guys go to the grocery store or stuff. It don't matter.
Freshness makes me want to be Mario. He has confidence.
That's all our car needs to be for anyway.
Now I smell.
We have one, So why you still talking about not having a car?
There was a time when Burger King was king. But somehow, somewhere, we just fell off. We called out our restaurant, service, and mistakes. Oh, and this guy. We needed to be better. And I'd know. I'm Tom, the president. So we fired the king and crowned you.
So in my old town district, I would say, yes, you could take the train. You could take the train anywhere, but in the new town district I'm at now, no, you definitely need a car around here.
You need Sinex saline from this.
So that's why. I'm glad my brother got our car. Like 3 weeks after. 3 weeks after we moved into our new house. So that way we don't ever have to worry about, calling an Uber or a taxi service to take us to places ever again, because now they charge $60 just to go back to my old town district.
St. Louis, a week from Saturday, they face Miles Bourne, and look at this unique submission. 4 of a kind.
Somebody's going to have to let go sooner or later, or somebody's going to sleep.
I never rode the subway. I always worried too, but I've only been to New York a couple times. Is it dangerous? Is it dangerous as the movies make it look? Not really. I took the train to New York 3 times in my life, and it's always been safe with me.
But we are seeing right now Shiloh Hill decimate the field, looking for some eliminations, and another near fall again.
That's because the train station is always empty at night. The only people that usually are there are just taxi services in case anybody needs it.
4 of the 5 are in this matchup. And Brooke, is this match more about luck or more about skill?
But I haven't even bothered to figure out our new town district train station yet, because we're not using that train station ever. I don't see myself using that train station ever.
That can't be just one thing. That can't be just
because I'm not taking four trains just to go to my old town district.
And Charlie Dempsey can get through this. It could be a big moment for Birthright. Because Birthright also in that tag team championship tournament.
Have I ever been to Coney Island? If so, is it as cool as it looks in the movies, or is it just touristy? I'm sorry to say that I have been to Coney Island, but I'm too young. I was too young to remember though, because I literally only went to Coney Island maybe twice, but it was both times I was 6 years old, and I really don't remember that. The only time the only memory I really have is getting some Italian ice there. I got some Italian ice. That's the only memory I really have.
Who is the final competitor?
Here we go!
Charles Jeffrey.
So sorry to interrupt this match, but I have tried everything to snap him out of this funk.
Johnny Gargano, he needs to come back here.
Everything except this one thing, or rather, a place that we've called home for so long, a place he built.
Johnny Gargano is snapping out of it here.
The last entrant in the elimination gauntlet.
Yeah, but will he win? And is he his old self? Is he even his old self? He's squinting his eyes. The light.
Who he once was. He's been lost, but the NXT universe is trying to help him.
I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true.
Still no eliminations, and right above Johnny was Dion Lennox taking
That's it.
And no, it is not. As now all 5 men are in here, and one of these 5 men will be facing Miles Bourne, Stand and Deliver, St. Louis. Get your tickets on sale now. Streaming domestically on YouTube, internationally on
Is
Netflix.
Johnny Gargano gonna stay like that the whole match, and then when the last opponent is down, he actually pins them?
Who the fan favorite is here right now amongst the NXT universe. Dempsey trying to hold on, but
This is literally one of those Mario Party videos where Luigi wins by doing nothing.
Have a heart, for God's sake. What the hell?
OTM. Yeah, I should have guessed anyway, since they attacked them last week. Shiloh.
Shiloh Hill started this entire thing, taking advantage. And just like that, into the cover.
You did it. You did it.
Dion Lennox has been eliminated. 1 man down, 4 men to go. Who's going to face Miles Bourne?
Come on, Johnny.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with Safe Light, you can get that fixed any
Oh.
way you want. Any way I want. Any way you want. It's the way you need. Any way you want. Schedule a chick fix while I get my hair clipped? Yep, they can fix my glass.
Not Shiloh just moving him to the other side. No, stop playing with him, everyone. This is just cruel. All of them just went to a different side and are just rolling him.
Toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand toss. Because there's crust, and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
Just lay on the desk. Just lay on the desk, Johnny Gargano.
The Febreze bathroom. It's an outlet-free air freshener that fights odors for 45 days. So even after every flush, you know your bathroom smells amazing.
Since the dawn of time,
Oh.
itch and irritation.
Dude.
Realizes that wetter cleans better. See how wet dude wipes completely clears while dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to wet extra
Johnny
large.
Gargano just laying down on the barricade.
New Swiffer Mop Deluxe is made for small spaces. The upgraded strip has 75% more scrubbing power. And with the new locking head, getting into tight spaces is simple.
Can I borrow it?
The all-new Swiffer Mop Deluxe, the mother of all cleaning.
The Colonel never wanted to give someone a meal they didn't love, so he made the $20 Build-A-Bucket. Your choice of 8-piece chicken or tenders, 4 sides, 4 biscuits. That way, if you weren't happy, he could say, "Don't blame me, you built it." KFC's $20 Build-A-Bucket.
Then I realized the more you bundle, the more you save on insurance with Liberty Big.
It's like you're talking my love language.
Well, I've been taking word classes online.
How?
Only pay for what you need.
New Game Plus has no business making Grace's dish towel smell this good. Especially with how her husband uses them.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, way like them towels. Our greatest scent ever, now with odor fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
Have you tried the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club?
Did you say ranch?
I mean, listen. Candied bacon. A buttermilk ranch bun. With a jalapeno kick. Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club. It's Chick-fil-A chicken, all ranched up.
PBA Championship Sunday on the CW started with a bang. From a historic debut to a 25-year journey that ended in glory. On these lanes, anything can happen. This is the PBA, Sunday at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on the CW.
That is Johnny Gargano one of the NXT pillars, returning for this matchup. Basically because of his wife pulling him out here, he has not been able to get out of the gates. I think we can agree on that, can we not?
Look, Johnny Gargano has gone through a lot over these last 6 months. It is showing it.
There's Miles Bourne looking on. He wants to find out who he's facing on the biggest stage we have. Stand and deliver, St. Louis, Missouri, week from Saturday.
I'm telling you, he's gonna win by doing nothing.
What's your strategy right now in this match? Where we're at, elimination style.
Let it all hang out there. That's all you're gonna do in a matchup like this young man right here, Jackson Drake. He sees the opportunity. He sees that window open, and right now he's gonna take a chance. Oh yes!
50 connects, cover, count it, no.
I'm just saying, if it was me in this match, I would have just pinned Johnny Gargano. Because why would you overlook him?
That's exactly what Drake is doing in this juncture. Because there's a championship match on the biggest stage we have on the line right now and chopping the body down. Here comes Charlie Dempsey.
Because I would have questioned, is he for real or is he faking?
How different is Dempsey than the rest of NXT?
But this is Dempsey's playground here as far as being able to last a long haul. That's Dempsey's game, but right now he's dealing with a fire. Oh my God! Oh my God!
High impact from Jackson Drake and the youth that's going through the body of Drake right now. The same thing can be said for Shiloh Hill. We're seeing a standout performance from a man that controlled the ball for a long time, trying to make his mark here tonight, but the same can be said for Hill. Nice standing reverse, coming right back in. Duck of the clothesline, Jackson Drake answering back, got caught, and got dropped. Looking for another elimination. Can he make it 2 for 2?
Yay! Yay, Shiloh.
And Shiloh Hill right now is in control, but back in.
Did Johnny Gargano still curse, or did the $20 given by Danhausen remove it? No. No. The reason what you call it, Candace gave Danhausen $20 so he can uncurse him because she thought that at this point Johnny Gargano is under a curse and he's like, can you help me? He's like, sure, give me $20 and then he just left. So he never really helped him or cursed him. Johnny Gargano just still depressed.
I'll tell you right now, if anybody got the potential, it's going to be this man right here, Charlie Dempsey. Duking it out right now. Going 101 with Shiloh Hill. Oh, yes.
Dempsey coming right back in, and this is how flawless Charlie Dempsey is at what he can do inside the ring. He is a tactician. Look at this.
I believe in Johnny. I mean, I do in light of the situation. In light of the situation, I could see happening. Because I'm just really saying that if Johnny Gargano's acting the way he is, I would have just pinned him right there and put him out of his misery so he could still stay depressed back there. Oh, 3. Oh, man.
I mean, it's only a matter of time now for... Whoa! Birthright!
Oh!
And now Dempsey! It's a 3-on-1 attack!
Johnny, you're gonna win! Johnny Gargano, you won, but the circumstances weren't what I expected at all. You could do it! Yes, exactly. Win by doing nothing. What did I say? He won by doing nothing. He won by doing nothing. You won by doing nothing.
It's been odd times in the Gargano house, and yes, Johnny's been trying to find his way once more, but maybe Booker, maybe he just did.
What the hell just happened?
Yes, you did it, man.
Let's take a look at today's Your Way replay brought to you by Burger King and BK. Have it your way. You rule. This did not rule for Shiloh Hill, who had eliminated every single person in the field until
I thought Johnny Gargano would just perk up knowing that he's the last guy with the other last guy. but this is even better. And at least it was Shiloh Hill and not somebody important.
Championship opportunity. And Johnny's the only man to have held that title 3 times. And you see the fire starting to burn once more as the pillar of this brand returns to stand and deliver. Born Gargano for the North American title.
This almost feels like the end, but it's not. I'm glad things are starting to look up.
Well, Booker, before we get to St. Louis, we go to New York as NXT returns the Infosys Theater at Madison Square Garden.
You got robbed of $20. You got robbed of $20 and it was all worth it.
How come you don't see what's injections wants to qualify? Oh, that reminds me. Also, who's gonna replace Elio and Eli in this tag tournament?
Good question, guys. I have a team on standby. Okay. Do you got time to talk to me? I'm sorry. Who is this? I'm not done. Shut up, Rob. I got to talk to you. I'm sorry, guys. You gotta go. I have a pressing issue to talk about with Daryl. You gotta go, guys. Briggs, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, man. After what happened last week, nobody on my team wants to referee the match between Keanu and Jasper next week.
I promise nothing will happen. If it does, there'll be fines and suspensions.
I know you do that for us, but it's not going to work for them, man. Keanu's just out of control.
All right, I'll think of something. Thank you. I will think of something. I appreciate it. All right.
Dog walk this little girl. You saw Lonnie. You saw she acting all big and bad, and ain't nobody buying it. I'm not buying it. You know me, Mr. Stone.
Miss Parker, let me guess. You want a match with Kelani Jordan?
Man, I would love it.
I can do that for you. All right. How about next week at MSG?
Well, you reading my mind.
Done deal.
Appreciate
How easy
you.
was that?
Very
All right.
easy.
You're good.
Josh Briggs getting denied again.
In New York City, the final NXT before Stand and Deliver. Well, this matchup is presented by Progressive. Who's taking Elio and Eli's spot in the tournament? Who's going to face the Cullen? We're all going to find out live.
I have no idea.
This way. Let's really get this show started.
Rematch?
Rated T for team. Don't know Domino's $9.99 best deal ever? Just pick your crust. Maybe hand pizza.
Gluten-free crust?
Good and crispy too. Load on up to 7 toppings like
Bacon.
3 different types of cheeses, green peppers, and get it all for under $10. Only at Domino's.
Stop debating between razor burn and burning through another razor. Start shaving with Gillette. With 3 times more protective coatings, no refillable blade lasts longer, so even your 30th shave is still smooth and comfortable.
Thanks for coming in to talk about Doug Jr.
Of course. 3rd grade is when I learned Liberty Mutual could save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, little snug. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Imagine that. Fresh Sheet Day could become Fresh Sheet Week. With Downy April Fresh, you can climb into more freshness.
What did you think about AJ Lee's comment about being Becky Lynch's daughter's favorite wrestler? It's true because because she was singing her song in one of her videos. And I'm pretty sure off camera she's happy. She's happy for her and all, but on camera just to they probably reenacted that scene and she probably just reenacted it in disgust this time.
Leaving nothing behind since 1955.
So she wasn't wrong.
Have you ever made a mistake you wanted to forget about?
There's more to this than you're letting on.
From the first days of spring training to the roar of opening day, the amazing Mets are ready to write a new chapter. The heavy hitters and new faces looking to make their mark. New York Nightcap presents Mets on a Mission. Wednesday at 6:30 on Pix 11 and stream on Pix 11 Plus.
Dan Manarino and Hazel Sanchez. Weekdays on the Pix 11 Morning News.
I wish to present the importance of hard work and determination, of not backing down when things are tough, of being there to help a friend, because it is only when we work together that we achieve true greatness.
With a 100% U.S.-based workforce and a 100% U.S.-built fiber broadband network, Spectrum is America's connectivity company.
At Northwell's Cardiovascular Institute, we don't know the meaning of untreatable or too complex. Call us determined. Stubborn, maybe. But from the city to the suburbs to the sand. As the most experienced cardiac team in the tri-state area, with the nation's highest cardiac success rates, we face what others call untreatable and say, not today. Northwell. Raise health.
You saw it with your own eyes. Last year, people with repos, 480 credit scores, no plan at all, walked in and drove out with a car. So why not you? Don't let another year pass. Call Credit Solutions right now. 800-599-0782. With just $68 down, even with a repo or low credit, you can drive away today. Plus, qualified buyers can get 0% APR for up to 60 months. Got a trade? We'll give you up to $3,000.
What AJ said about Becky Lynch's daughter was nothing compared to what Paul Heyman said. Cause that was tough. Him just basically saying that when Seth Rollins arrested, Becky Lynch would dump him, and then she would marry half of the locker room, and then she would get sick of their daughter, and then he would adopt their daughter, and that line was just wild.
Journal entry, Tiffany's Epiphanies. Daddy said I'm ready to take over NXT. The real question is NXT ready for Tiffany's shred? It's Tiffany time! NXT was very important for me in my development. They made me superstar. They took me from an athlete and developed my character in a way where it's me, but it's also me over the top. I want to be called the NXT Women's
to the tippy top of the women's division here in NXT.
Winning the NXT Women's Championship took me from this new girl to the future of the business. NXT built me from the ground up. I felt like I learned everything down at the Performance Center, and eventually you develop into this big, beautiful WWE superstar.
OTM, you just cost Dion Lennox the chance to go to Stand and Deliver.
That was inches on the date that he started in Houston. 3-on-2. You remember that? They probably thought we'd forget, but nah, we collect. I'm still pulling splinters out my back.
But this goes beyond last week. The fighting
I'm still picking splinters out my
parking lot at Vengeance Day. Are you worried?
We told Dark State since day one. You can't take a shot at us to walk away like nothing happened. They made it personal in Houston. We made it official tonight. We talked to Stone. So next week, 6 men, where them lights don't stop shining. New York City.
Well, who will your partner be?
We ain't got no friends here. We all we got. But we know somebody outside of NXT that rock with OTM. Y para que lo tengan claro esto, no se quede así. We bring somebody who don't play. New York's on.
Hey, yo, NXT.
Mike Santana. I kind of had a feeling when they said New York's very own.
You always make sure to tap in with the realists. So when OTM put in the call,
I'm glad to see he's doing better because people thought he kind of was relapsing when he didn't show up to those like meet and greets a couple times.
A deadly combination of savages surrounded by a concrete jungle. And let me give you boys a little reminder. This is the Emphasis Theater. This is Madison Square Garden. So when y'all step off that plane, before you exit the airport, make sure to wipe your feet and pay your respects, because you stepping into Poppy's home. I'll see y'all next week. Let's get it.
What a blockbuster announcement. The TNA champion returns to NXT in New York as we try to focus in on this tag team match because we don't know who the opponent is. What a find!
Well, that's nothing. The culling will win for sure.
Well, thank you. I just got handed this note that Robert Stone has chose these two, Rayo Bravo, after beating Vanity Project last week. He has allowed these two, Los Americanos, to take this open spot in the tournament.
What's Grande? What the hell is Grande?
Well, it's not about him tonight. It's about these two. As WWE 2K26 cover star CM Punk takes over WWE Supercard. Download today and play the Then, Now, Forever Together event and earn his exclusive new card. This is a massive opportunity, and the culling, I do have to say, they're caught off guard. There's no way they can't be. At this juncture of the day, they came here thinking they were going to face two. They are not.
You've been talking about opportunity since the beginning of this year. I'm going to tell you right now, the Culling got an opportunity to go out here and beat the hell out of these guys. I don't know a whole lot about them, but I'm going to tell you, we're going to find out tonight. We're going to find out.
Well, we saw them victorious last week in Houston. You may not know who they are, but the NXT universe certainly does.
They had to bring the Americanos, didn't they? Yes, because they literally have nobody else.
Or attackers. Those were the two men that were supposed to face the Culling.
And I mean literally nobody else.
To the finals. They were attacked. Robert Stone, as I mentioned, has been working the phone. I'm not going to jump to conclusions, but we have Los Americanos in this tournament. And how do Rayo and Bravo now change this tournament's trajectory?
This business has been all about what have you done for me lately, bitch. I want to see what Los Americanos can actually go out here and do under these right plays. I'm talking about what it, like you said earlier, an opportunity of a lifetime.
Right now in this match, I'd love to get your thoughts on a former WrestleMania main eventer, former partner of yours, Psycho Sid, getting into the Hall of Fame.
So glad to see Sid going to the Hall of Fame. Sid was so instrumental in my career. He's the one who got me my shot at WCW. I'm talking about my shot.
Did he just jiggle his butt?
In this business. I got to give everything to Sid Vicious. I'm so glad.
Oh! I would say Nico Vance owes a lot of his career to Sean Spears, but Spears right now not looking too hot as a tag was made. Rayo legal, and what a face-off this is with Nico Vance. Vance legal superstar, and it's 2-on-1 right now. Los Americanos bending, not breaking the rules as Dallas Irvin letting this go, and what? He just jumped over.
That's that man.
Unbelievable.
The X Factor. Nico.
Say it again.
Look at the new tights. Look at the new tights. Oh, yes. I'm telling you right now. With this man right here, Nico Vance, get let loose, he's going to be a monster around here in NXT. Trust me on that.
Well, as this match continues, you got to start wondering what maybe is going through the mind of Izzy Dame, the missing culling member who's not here ringside.
Izzy Dame right now, she's still in a little something of probably not in the right state of mind right now. Of course, she wants to be out here with the culling. I'm sure of that.
Well, as this matchup continuing, I go back and I just think of the culling and how do you prepare for the unknown? There's no way they were prepared for Los Americanos, and it was Rayo who almost got the 3 and then just got taken out.
You've heard the old saying, kid. When you stay ready, I'm talking about like Nico Vance and Sean Spears. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. That's what this business is all about.
That's certainly a good point. As a tag was made, Bravo now the legal superstar, swing and a miss, and Nico Vance didn't realize it. He certainly does now, as he just got lit up by Los Americanos. As Spears trying to interject himself in the match, he suffers the same fate. He gets wiped out. And Bravo up and over. Right.
Look at the power. Look at the power.
A little 2-for-1. Los Americanos in control. control. Are they headed to the finals? Say it with me, Book. Hooray!
Say it with me.
What happened? There was a time Burger King used to be king. Flame grilled burgers, served by folks only happy when you had it your way.
Spotted at a Burger King.
It was great.
Take me to Burger King.
But somehow, somewhere, fast food just fell off. Us included. You said there's a restaurant, slow service, simple mistakes. I'd know. I'm Tom, the president, and I gave my number out to listen to you.
And this thing is just pitiful.
We needed to be better. So we fired the king and crowned you. Reinvesting nationwide, one restaurant, one team, one burger at a time. And the iconic Whopper, it's never tasted better. Thanks to
Mommy.
flame grilled, stacked high, and never snatched in the back. Because there's a new king, and it's you.
You want to file free? Hit it.
It's getting late for me, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Bye-bye.
A mystery.
Jessie loves playing detective.
But the real mystery is her irritated skin. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. It cleans better and doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
And it's gentle on her skin.
Tide Free and Gentle Liquid is EPA Safer Choice certified.
It's
got to be Tide.
In front of the play. Action.
We asked our online students across the country why they chose Southern New Hampshire University.
I wanted to find a university that had a flexible program.
That flexibility was amazing. It allowed me to continue to live my life. I went to a couple of colleges. None of them worked. The Southern New Hampshire University says if they can get you to that finish line, they get you to the finish line. Go to snhu.edu.
Hello, Yuri, please, Esty.
Hard to scrub. Nah, it'll be a waddle in the park with new and improved Dawn Platinum. Now with even more grease-fighting power. It removes 99% of grease and food residue.
Whoa, new Platinum is pulling grease off like a magnet.
Totally. Platinum makes it easy to just swoop in and scrub less.
Ooh, no wonder it's the only soap trusted to save wildlife. Now that's a clean worth whacking about.
Yeah, new and improved Dawn Platinum. With better grease get.
So, Jessica, is there anyone you like?
Like anyone here?
Oh my gosh, let's do Home Court Explorer.
Yes, it helps you shop, quote, and buy the right coverage for you, even if it's not with us.
What do you think of this option?
These look so good together.
Don't hate me, I just told him that you're interested.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I know. Let's prank call each other.
That's not how that works, Jamie.
Want to get more done with one sheet? Grab Bounty. While ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even when wet. Can your paper towel do all that? Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
$10 for a large. $10 for any 3 toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand toss. Because there's crust, and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
Hey, ripping at the mask is Sean Spears.
That's illegal. That's illegal. It's nothing illegal. There's nothing illegal about that.
There's
nothing illegal about that. It's nothing illegal. It's not in Mexico. We're not in Mexico. There's nothing illegal about that bitch.
High cross body, connecting perfectly both men down. This is pivotal.
It's about tradition. What are you talking about?
The pivotal point of the match. Pivotal point of the match. You
Pivotal.
are on one tonight.
That's what you're trying to say.
Okay?
Are you okay?
I'm all right. You seem a little rattled since last week. I'm trying to make sure that you're on your bicycle, so to speak.
Come on.
Ryo in here.
Right, this Ryo, right? Ryo's on the move.
Saw birthright advance last week. Baylor
Hey,
smokes
are you bright on all cylinders?
At Stand and Deliver a week from Saturday. The finals are going to be next week.
Hey, you went a little over.
Tickets on sale now. Ticketmaster.com and a kickout.
Textbook tag right there by Los Americanos.
Big super kick under the jaw. Ryo holding on. Bravo. flying through. Nico Vance.
Indeed.
I told you that's the X factor right there.
I can't
That's
argue
the
that.
difference.
You have become a major fan, a big fan of this man, Nico Vance.
Hey, brother, that man right there, I'm talking about just a roping and a stomping right there. Got caught with a big shot there by Bravo.
Trying to hoist up and showcasing some power.
You kidding me?
I don't know how much he took out of his own tank though. His Spears trying to run
Don't
in.
rip your pants just like Chad Gable did.
Nico put a stop to that ride. We're going the other way, just a big knee right under the jaw. This Nico
yes,
Vance,
that's my brother.
he does not like to play games. He has got a long way to play.
Yeah.
I think Ryo just saved Bravo at the last moment.
The X factor was out of his comfort zone right there. I mean, you got to stay grounded when you're
And
a
he's
big
talking
guy
to the
like
official right now,
the X
Brooke.
factor.
The official using his own discretion right now.
The metal plate.
Hey, this is a bona fide senior referee right here. He's not a guy that's going to make a bad call, Vic.
He seems cool, he is, but he's also a pain in the ass too. Which all brother and sisters, or brother and brothers, and sisters are.
They're going, but they headed to the finals of the tag team tournament to determine #1 contenders was not. And what's?
You just thought that was it.
Wait, what's Ryo doing? I thought I saw Bravo do it earlier. I didn't want to jump to conclusions.
I thought you saw it. Oh, please, you know what you saw.
Our official right now does not know what's totally going
They
on
both have
here.
metal in their heads.
That loaded mask. Spears. Oh, Nico Vance just got wiped out.
Yeah, they both have medals in their heads, so yes. Who could have saw that coming? Once I saw that, I'm like, okay, so they deliberately want to separate the OG and Ludwig so they could fight in AAA alone.
They showed up tonight after a phone call from our general manager, not knowing they would compete.
In a real fight, who do you think wins out of all the Samoans? My money goes to Jacob Fatu, but only because JC Mateo is not technically Samoan. I mean, I guess, but what does JC Mateo even do? Because it seems like he's done little to nothing ever since he teamed up with Solo Sikoa. It's like, you know, it's like the lower. It's like Tamatanga and Tangaloa really do most of the work. That's why they're getting fed up.
You see what Jasmine said about me? I'm gonna smash his face in the garden next week, bro. I know you two want to destroy each other, but there's not a referee willing to be a part of this match. I don't need a referee. No, that's not how it works. You need a referee to have a match, Keanu. Ain't my fault they scared. Tell them, man, the hell up. Whether the match happens or not, you're gonna be fine. Fine.
Hey,
yeah, fine.
You can't just
Briggs.
Look, I know I can't get any of your time, but I know
You
someone
could be
can referee
the
next week's
referee.
match.
Yeah, who?
Me. Look, if that's how I gotta get to MSG, then I'll do it, Stone.
And you think you can handle that?
Yes, I can control them. You don't scare me. They don't scare me. You don't scare me.
Oh, yeah? You think so? All right, look, if you want it, you got it, Briggs. If you think you can handle it, you can be the ref.
Well then.
Done deal. Yeah.
I'll see you in New York, bub.
I do not want to be our interim general manager, but the time is now. Tony D'Angelo.
Jason Mateo was an Olympic wrestler. He has some mixed martial arts experience, so in a real fight or real wrestling match, he wins. It's a shame they wasted him. He's really good. Yeah, well, you know, they recently fired that other chick, whatever her name is. I forgot her name is, but she was like, you know, that black chick that was an Olympic winner, just like, what's his name? What's that guy's name? Xavier something, whatever. Whatever, but anyway, she got fired too.
Tomato, tomato.
But they only showed her like maybe 5 times on NXT, and then they stopped using her.
Smooth sailing.
Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater.
Stop.
Okay, looks like we're in ship shape. Yarr, shiver me timbers.
That's an impression of a pirate.
Boat.
What's better than the freshness of a just cleaned car? Having it every day.
FGC wins out of all this summer wins pretty much because those are the most favored. So of course.
The championship word is yacht more chicken? How many syllables? Yacht more chicken. Yacht more chicken. 4.
Sound it out.
EATMORCHIKIN. Eat more chicken.
Correct?
That's how we practice.
Texas was feeling unlucky. Now Taxes is an open door to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts. They do your taxes, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is Taxes.
Chef Lena is taking the Tide Boosted test.
Oh, yeah, I need it.
Try Tide. It's boosted. The other stuff can't match Tide's Boosted Clean. Test passed.
Smells like clean.
It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher. It's got to be Tide.
Boosted.
That's rough. But hey, with SafeLight, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Anywhere I want.
It's your windshield. Get it fixed any way you want with SafeLight.
SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace.
The alarms that didn't go off before that deadly plane and fire truck collision on a runway at LaGuardia Airport. Hear from a survivor tonight at 10.
Space for just in case.
So it looks like they'll end it with Tatum and Blake Monroe's segment. So let's see how that works out.
For $229 a month.
I wish WWE could work something out with Dean Ambrose and Sasha Banks. Yeah, too bad they can't because AEW needs those two because literally
it's so essential
that they rely on them the most.
5 years ago,
So I never see that happening.
With prostate cancer.
Besides, Sasha Banks is just like Ricochet. I don't like her attitude ever since she thinks she's she's tough shit now.
The team was truly amazing.
So we don't need her.
Basically cured.
Dean Ambrose, yes, I'm more willing to give a second chance because he did get cheated out the most, but Sasha Banks thinks because she's like, you know, making the names of all these indie companies that she's hot shit. Well, she ain't. That's why she's slowly but surely losing all those titles.
We are here.
Have you heard? The new and improved free iHeartRadio app
Is finally here.
Live radio dial.
presets
Scan.
and even lyrics.
Playlist and podcast too.
And it's absolutely
If
free.
you saw Jeff Cobb wrestle independent Mexico, he is amazing in the ring. Unfortunately, WWE didn't know what to do with him and figured he's brown from an island. They put him with some
Lease the new
whatever.
2026
I don't even know
Celtos
who that
LX
is.
front-wheel drive for $219 a month.
The best in the sport take aim at a major championship at the USBC Masters. Who can battle through the pressure and capture one of the PBA's most coveted trophies?
Unless that's JC for short, but I don't know who that
Masters
is.
Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific on the CW.
I was so lonely bathing without you. But it feels correct to be reunited with my Women's North American Championship. After all, I didn't lose
Is
you
Tatum
in
gonna
the
beat you
first
naked in the tub?
My room service.
Yeah, this is all of course. Okay, I thought she was really.
Something that belongs to me. Next week, you and
I thought she was gonna beat her naked in the tub.
between us. Bring my tight.
I mean, Booker, it's been chaotic. Just
Yeah,
about
cinematic. I
everywhere
should have known.
Tuesday
Did you see
night.
that?
I did.
Oh, did you see my chaos? Oh, yes. Okay.
They should have made it more dramatic and have her break the lock. They should have made her break the lock. I mean, Tatum showed up all those times with the chainsaw. She should have grabbed She should have grabbed some bolt cutters and just clipped the lock, and then attack her inside her hotel room and trash it.
I can't wait for the stand delivered in my hometown, April 4th. But next week in NYC, that's the real test.
It would be cool to see Sasha and Bailey again.
And Keanu versus Jasper.
I mean, yeah, but also no, she's fine by herself. But they see each other all the time, so it's not like they're not seeing each other. Have you ever seen Scott Steiner do a backflip body slam? He holds you up for a body slam and then he does an incredible backflip. Nah, I haven't seen the Steiners in action, so I can't say much about those guys.
Tag team action takes place next week, right here on NXT. And on the final
The stupid AI artwork makes the guy's chest hair looks like cheetah print, and it's so cringy.
It's Big Fights in the Big Apple live next Tuesday on NXT. But Brooke, we got quite the fight right now in our main event.
Scott Steiner invented the 450 splash. And I actually forgot about this match. But with the time, it should be quick. Is Blake Monroe actually a wrestler? Yes, what kind of question is that?
Along with Ethan Page and Will Saint's opponent tonight, that being Tony D'Angelo, all believe they deserve an NXT championship match. All believe they deserve their name in the marquee when we make our way to St. Louis.
I like rhetorical. I like Ethan Page doing that. Jeff Cobb, Jason Mateo's real name. Yes, I figured, so that's why I said.
I'm good, dog. I'm good.
Your whole attitude changed when you saw Sexy Red.
You're so pussy whipped, Booker T. She didn't even look that hot. Remember Jeff Cobb and Lucha Underground? Nope, because I did not know who he was at all.
Booker here is a man of conviction, but also has been a man of his word. I don't think either of us can argue that since he returned late last year.
Brody D's a different guy. I don't even know the term to use, maybe unbalanced, maybe manic. But I'm going to tell you right now, he's very, very focused. Intent. That's a very dangerous man, dog.
Is this the side of Tony?
I really like those transitions that Tony D'Angelo has. That kind of overlay work is hard.
Phase 2, though, is capturing the NXT.
No, he's a man dog now. Tony D is all on his own. And he's here to prove something in NXT. That's become champion thing. Champion.
Someone who is not on his own tonight is Ricky Saints, who's not going to get a handshake. He has Ethan Page with him on the outside. And is it just weird that Saints get played by Ethan to take this match last week?
My God.
Ethan Page is the guy that knows what he wants, man. And that is the NXT.
He got read too fast.
Don't trust anybody. DTA thing. That's real talk, man.
Well, it's time to look at tonight's NXT recap presented by Progressive. And I don't know if Ricky Saints wants to get into a mat battle here with Tony D'Angelo. We can say what we want to say about the man and where he's been and what's been going through his mind, but he is a mat technician going all the way back to his collegiate days. And Ricky Saints doing his best right now to stay in control. And I got to admit, point Saints.
That Louisiana boy is holding his own inside the square circle with Tony D.
Shoulders back down. Rolling right over. Saints trying to hold on. It's now Tony D'Angelo who is in control. And look, Tony's right up your alley. He's a man who's not about wanting friends. He's gone after anyone that's been in his path, and that includes, by the way, the champion Joe Hendry.
Because Tony D knows, man, he's had a so-called family before. He's been screwed. I mean, he knows exactly what it feels like for your boy to turn the back on you. You don't want that anymore.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
There's a power on display.
Oh, yes.
Ricky Saints with Joe Hendry, who wanted to face Tony tonight. It was Saints who got the match. Needless to say, Booker, as we've seen all night, maybe we're seeing a little bit right
yeah, he was on top when he was the monster. I wish he could have went to NXT. Too bad he ain't.
Saints can't even stand his own 2 feet.
It's gonna be even worse for him with the direction that they're trying to break up this whole MFT business anyway, because it was stupid to start with.
Free and trying to break that hold of Tony D'Angelo's both been here on the outside, and
I'm happy for Tamatanga and Tangaloa, but I'm not too sure what the other two would do.
Ricky Saints. Page doing. Don't you say mind your own business? Page a little bit distraction.
Let's call a distraction, Vic. Let's call a distraction.
Page talking trash. Saints right now looking over at Ethan. And whoa, took a little bit too much time. And now Ricky gonna pay the price. Oh, Tony D. Saints and Ethan turning this around. Who's walking out with the victory?
Are you Marsha?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone tutor. Unless it's to bundle my insurance, bibbity.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Bibbity.
Bibbity?
Bibbity.
Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some lasagna.
And some pinneroots.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty.
It's just me and you, girl.
Do I remember Bray Wyatt? Who doesn't remember Bray Wyatt? I'm still dying on the inside because of his death.
I'm so hungry.
Auntie, you're too late. She's been fed.
What? Aunties, you're too old to be fighting like this.
Oh! My kids can't hide anything from me.
I'm home.
Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how wet tube wipes completely clears while dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to wet extra large tube wipes for the best clean, hands down.
The thing about hair is, even if it starts here, it'll end up there. But Swiffer Sweeper Deluxe is made to get hair anywhere. Brooms just push and move. But Swiffer gives you a clean that's mama
What happened to Braun Strowman? He got fired, I don't know, like 2 years ago.
$10 for a large. $10 for any 3 toppings.
But he's fine now. He has a mukbang show. He has a mukbang show called Everything on the Menu, where he travels to different restaurants, kind of like a diners, drive-ins, and dives kind of show. Except it's now with Guy Fiero, it's with him. He's shooting season 2 of it now. I think it will happen in May.
where NASCAR's newest superstars compete with nothing held back.
Way to fight, buddy.
And everything on the line. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, Saturday from Martinsville at 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 Pacific on the CW.
Saints just ripping D'Angelo right back down to the mat. This is our main event. And look, you take a look at these two competitors and even the man on the outside. Everyone Booker wants to be part of Stand and Deliver.
It's a big night. It's a big night, Stand and Deliver. I mean, everybody been working all year for that one night, the biggest night of the year for these guys. And here, big makeup, that breaker.
And he kicked everything about last year, about how big Stand and Deliver is. Trick Williams, Oba, Javon Evans, Fraxium.
Did I watch AEW Revolution? No, but I saw lots of highlights from it. No matter how many times you guys tell me AEW is not all about bloods and gore, I refuse to believe it. In light of what I keep seeing every time there's a pay-per-view on.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, somebody like Ricky Saints, somebody like Tony D, they know exactly.
Did you know that Braun Strowman's father is arguably the greatest professional softball player of all time? The Giants just like Braun. ESPN did a story on his dad. Really, I didn't know that. That's cool though. Did Thea Hail win? No, she did not. But she does have nice hair, nice new hair.
Not today. And now we're going to take Ricky Saints for the ride. Big suplex.
Wow, there's a torque at it right there.
Take another look at the power and battling through the injury. Tony D'Angelo's been favoring his arm since he went into those steel steps. D'Angelo, who now answers to only himself, wants the one thing that has escaped him his entire career, that being the NXT title, and you cannot blame him for wanting to add that accolade.
I'll tell you right there, it's not going to be easy. Ricky Saints right there, he's going to do the exact same thing, Vic. The exact same thing, and that is the NXT Championship.
What happened to Adam Cole? You mean, was he called Adam Cole here and was changed to Adam Page in AEW? Because I think that's what happened to him.
Another near fall.
See the experience of Ricky Saints coming into play right here tonight.
Or am I thinking about somebody completely different?
Oh, the young man. So I'm gonna tell you, you cannot count Ricky Saints out here tonight.
Cannot, and he's looking around, maybe looking for Ethan Page, who they've had a few arguments, but nonetheless they are aligned here this evening. Both men believe they're deserving of becoming a
yes, I know who Adam Cole is, but I'm asking is Adam Page from AEW the same person? Because I could have sworn he was Adam Cole here, and he changed it to Adam Page when he left WWE for AEW.
It's not about deserving things. It's about who has the most star power. That's what Ricky Saints, that's what Ethan Page is fighting for. Who has the most star power?
Well, look, all these men want the same thing as we've talked about, the main event. A championship
There's
match.
Hangman Page. Yes, that's his nickname. That's his nickname, but his other name is Adam Page.
Netflix. Whose name will be in the marquee? Ricky Saints, though, is in the driver's seat of this matchup. Oh!
Nasty.
I don't know. Look, it could be nasty, but did that just wake up Tony D'Angelo?
Backfire right here on Ricky Saints.
Adam Cole and Hangman Page are different. I don't know. That's why I was asking. Like, you're telling me as if I knew. I'm asking.
D'Angelo now. Great clothesline. Turning Saints inside out. Saints doesn't know where he is.
Like, is this 20 questions of wrestling, or are you testing my wrestling knowledge?
Overhead belly to belly. Charging in D'Angelo. Saints again.
Because I thought we've been through this. Yes, I am a legit fan of wrestling.
His face about to match the color of his jacket. And bam! That's a spear.
What a spear.
Crush it. Rib. Break it. And Ethan Page, you don't want any bit.
As I said, Braun's dad had fingers so big you could fit a quarter through. You could fit a quarter through the red ring. That's funny.
That's what friends are for. You always talking about. You always talking about friends. Real friends. This is what it looks like right here.
Paige and Saints.
So in the end, they got disqualified for a reason. So yes, this will therefore make it a fatal four-way.
Looks like something's about to happen. It's not going to be good.
These two are looking at the sideline, turning D'Angelo permanently. And there's Joe Hendry, the NXT champion. Just like last week, trying to get one up on
So they'll do a tag team. They'll do a tag team at first, but then I don't think it'll work out really. So the only solution they can do is a fatal four-way. Will they have NXT matches at WrestleMania? No, that's the sole purpose of Stand and Deliver, so they can have their own WrestleMania.
Tempers flaring. Egos being battered. Egos being bruised. And with smile on the face of Tony D'Angelo, with confusion in the eyes of Paige and Saints, and who knows what's going through the mind of our NXT champion Joe Hendry. All I know is when you look at these four, we got combustible elements set to explode all for the NXT championship. But look on the final NXT before we make it to St. Louis, we're in New York, and the two biggest crossover athletes are going to go one-on-one. Vice, Gray, who will become the #1 contender, who will punch their own ticket to St. Louis, who will find themselves in a Stand and Deliver championship match.
Adam Cole uses Adam Collin, AEW, Adam Page is a different wrestler. Okay, thank you for clarifying. This person thinks that I know everything and I'm asking him a question.
They're going to take on Dark State in a 6-man tag team clash. And then no other referee wanted to take part. Josh Briggs stepped in. It's going to be Jasper Troy, Keanu Carver. They're going one-on-one live in New York next week.
So to answer your question that you've been asking all along, no, I don't know who Adam Cole is, and I kind of don't care.
Well, Sarah, it was a chaotic night from start to finish, and after what just went down in the main event at Stand and Deliver, it's going to be Joe Hendry defending the NXT Championship against Ethan Page, Ricky Saints, and Tony D'Angelo in a fatal four-way match.
Yes.
And next week, I'm going to have all four of those guys sign the contract to make it official in NYC.
It's going to be an incredible night.
I know. Yeah.
Yes, who could have saw that coming? Anyway, that's the end of that.
Now at 10, new information from the NTSB about what led
Nobody questioned you being a fan of wrestling. You might be one of the biggest fans I've ever met. Well, that's kind of a lie. There's bigger fans than me, but I know lots of knowledge. I know lots of knowledge because I remember a lot of stuff from my childhood. So I'm not faking this at all. So you'll never have to worry about me lying about being a fan.
And thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Shirley Chan. We begin tonight with new details into the investigation.
Because I won't lie. I'll just tell you straight up that I do not care or I don't know. So so that's all you have to know. That's all you have to know. And for Adam Cole, I really don't care, but I know he's a big deal in AEW, so I'll always acknowledge that. So that's all for me. But this looks like it's stacked enough to be a pretty good Stand and Deliver. That's NXT's version of a WrestleMania, so I can expect them to be just as good. And I knew this whole thing would become a fatal four-way in the end. It's just that Ethan Page and Ricky Saints are still treating this like a game and just not snapping at each other yet. So. But I bet you when it comes down to those two, they'll be they'll be what you call it, wailing on each other in no time, and this could be like, you know, I wouldn't say like, you know, Ricky Sainz going back to a babyface, but he would be like, you know, he would be like, you know, a little bit not trustworthy of people around him after that, because I thought it was pretty strange from the start to align with somebody who you used to have a feud with. So that's all. It never worked out. I mean, look what happened to Seth Rollins. What are your thoughts on WWE constantly working with Showspeed? That's fine. Showspeed is better than Logan Paul, and not fake. So and doesn't what you call it start beefs with random people just to get attention. Tom Brady. So Showspeed, I wish he could like, you know, would have been those like, you know, internet personality to actually take wrestling, because he actually is more athletic than him, so to speak, because he always does everything for athletic events, and he broke a record for jumping over that Lamborghini, whatever. So yeah, he is good at both running and soccer, so that's why he gets invited to all those international places all the time and always doing charity work for them. So that's why I'm like, what a waste. They give opportunities to the wrong people, but I'm glad at least they're self-aware to give him, like, you know, publicity like that, because that's the least they can do. So that's all my opinion on when it comes to Showspeed. They do the same with Kai Cenat, but I don't think Kai Cenat is really all that interesting. I mean, he claims he is, but he doesn't show it as much as Showspeed does. That's why they don't invite him much. But he did, like, you know, one time have John Cena on his show, so that's why they acknowledge that. Am I the only one who feels let down by celebrity wrestlers because Bad Bunny did such an amazing job? But that's different. Bad Bunny was a singer. Showspeed is just a streamer, and a good streamer at that, a better streamer. So he's actually funny and he's actually athletic. So you can't really, like, you know, debate whether who's better. And he doesn't work with politics, unlike Logan Paul, he keeps it. I'm glad Logan Paul has a little bit of sense to keep that away from his job, unlike his brother Jake Paul, who is trying to align so badly with politics to, like, you know, so he could get extra money, whatever. Kiss ass to the politics, see where it gets you. I mean, look at Nicki Minaj. Already getting sued twice by her company and production, like, you know, workers. So let's see how that works out. They all look bad by comparison. What about Jelly Roll? Jelly Roll's fine, but he'll never be no Bad Bunny. But to be honest, I'm not really a fan of country singers. I mean, I am, but only certain ones and certain kind of styles. So that's why I don't really care much about Jelly Roll. I'm not being biased because I'm Spanish either, but it's just that I like pop music more. It's crazy because Nicki Minaj's husband is a registered sex offender, and so of course she aligns with, yes, that's the whole reason why she did it in the first place. And when she basically found out she'd been lied to, oh yeah, because who didn't know she was already being lied to, and now she's paying the price for it. Her lawyer gave up on her company that did most of her concerts in the past are now suing her for all the work they did, and she didn't pay them back, so she's getting sued for, like, I don't know, I think maybe like $300,000, which is probably not much for her, but still, like, you know, that's coming out of your own pocket, not anybody else's. So that's like, you know, shame on her. And And I hate to say it, I actually was into Nicki Minaj. I liked her songs, and I always will, because that was half of my, like, you know, that was half of my, like, preteen years when I listened to her songs. But you know, separate the artist from the artist. That's all we can do when it comes to situations like those. But it's not, it's kind of different when it's her, because it's not like she done anything horrible. She just chose to take the easy way out, but taking the easy way out is what fucks you in the end. So that's not my problem. It's not me. I don't have to, I'm not going to stoop that low ever to get what I want. So it's fine. But that's all for me. I'm rambling now. So, as always, the Knockin Chu Out stream, Instagram, and Discord are in the description below. I'm on hiatus until further notice, but follow them anyway. And my Ko-Fi and Cashapp are in the description below too. Any and all donations are appreciated and accepted. Thank you. And the wrestling server link is not available today. I was too late to put it on today, but as always, if it's not on this video, you could just look on a previous live stream and you can click on that link and then just click the home watermark, so you can have the full access on what's on and what's upcoming. TNA, AAA, AEW, Honor of Glory, Professional Japanese Wrestling, it's all there. So you could just save it and bookmark it, and it'll do the same thing if you don't have live TV or streaming services. So that's all for me for now. I'm going to see you all on Friday, and then that'll just be, like, you know, our last few weeks before WrestleMania. We have like maybe 2 to 3 weeks left, and that's all we have. First we'll have Stand and Deliver, but Stand and Deliver will be on a earlier time, so we should see, like, you know, what else matches they're going to have, because I think they have room for like 2 more maybe. So we shall see soon enough. But that's all for me for now. I'll see you guys on Friday on SmackDown. Love you, be safe, and remember, deal with idle energy. Bye.